begin by sharing an important moment in my life with you. On the morning of August 6, 2012, I was sitting nervously in the press office. Oh, I'm sorry, please be seated. What a great crowd, thank you. In fact, I was sitting nervously in the press office of the New York City Department of Education. Not as nervous as I am now. Waiting for the announcement, naming me the interim acting principal of Stuyvesant High School to be sent via Facebook and Twitter. At about 1 o'clock, it was sent. It's not hard to imagine that this was a nerve-wracking moment for me, and I imagine that it was a similar nerve-wracking moment for some of you in the audience. Whether you were on a beach, volunteering, doing science research, or prepping for your SAT, you were celebrating the survival of your first year at Stuyvesant and ready to come back to the building as a veteran. Suddenly, you were about to face a big change, a new principal. Scary, right? But here we are, 3 years later. I'm happy to report that we survived everything together, and your friends and family are gathered here to stay so long. Today, every one of you will walk away with a diploma after years of hard work. Your diploma only records the number of credits you earned, number of regions you passed, and what a special elective you have completed. But I know for sure that every one of you will leave Stuyvesant with much more than that diploma. You will leave Stuyvesant with your own special memories. Whether you were involved in Big Six, Arista, Red Cross, Stuyvesant Theater Community, sing, sports team, academic competition, or gave blood and volunteered at the school events, you all deserve a round of applause. Personally, I had the best time going to Broadway show, chaperoning the skating trip, and embarrassing myself when I tried to skate, and cheering for the football team at the championship game, and singing Verity's Requiem with the members of the chorus, and even losing the garbage sorting competition to Miss Pedrick. And I love to hear the sound of ping pong balls bouncing in the hall and watch you sneak into my office to pick up those ones that chose to pay a visit to me. Interestingly, that was how some of you got to visit my office for the first time. And you discovered it is filled with trophies from Intel, Siemens, speech and debate, chess, robotics, math, biology, chemistry, physics, and science Olympiads. Even ultimate frisbee. Thanks for coming down to share with me all your success. Whether it was a project you made in your tech class or a photo you took in the hall. I'm always impressed by what you do, and I am always happy to see you. Everything you do is a representation of your multiple talents and reflection of what you have accomplished throughout your years as Stuyvesant. It's no secret that my title, my job title, Principal of Stuyvesant High School, comes with a lot of public attention, and not all of it is positive, especially if you read the New York Post. However, on a positive note, I'm often asked by people to share my stories. Knowing that this is the last time I will address you as a group, I'd like to share some of the advice I gave to others. I hope that it will ring true for you as well. Looking back over my years as an educator, one word repeatedly comes into my mind. The word is resilience. Resilience is defined by the American Psychological Association as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress. You have been resilient in your years as spouse. You have learned to be flexible and to bounce back. Even when you find out on the day of graduation that the sound system is not working, you'll find a way to sing without standing behind the orchestra. As the mother of two Stuyvesant alums, I know firsthand some of the struggles from which you have bounced back. As a 25-year-old newcomer to America, my first struggles included learning to speak English and pursuing my graduate studies. When I finally received my master's degree and was excited about becoming a New York City school teacher, I was welcomed and by my first teaching assignment, teaching prisoners on Rikers Island. Some people walked away from the job, but I didn't, and I'm glad. That experience really taught me to be resilient. Years later, when I was given the opportunity to be your principal, I asked myself hundreds of times if I was ready to take this challenging position. And the answer was yes. Thank you so much. Because the challenges I have faced are far more difficult than I ever imagined, I think about the word resilience, and I don't give up. This reminds me my favorite childhood toy called Roly-Poly. For those of you who don't know, it's one of those round-bottom figures that bounces back to its original position when you release your hand, no matter how many times it gets knocked down. This is true resilience. From working with you, I've learned some of you have experienced tragedy, loss of loved ones, health problems, financial hardship. I hope that you agree with me that you must never give up, never lose hope. Today, one of the songs our chorus will perform soon, You Will Never Walk Alone. Here are a few lyrics I'd like to share. Walk on through the wind, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope within your heart, and you will never walk alone. The next word that means so much to me is gratitude. I have so many people to thank for helping me get where I am. Thank you for allowing me to have learned from you, and for all you have given back to it. You are its heart and soul. When giving thanks, you must remember to thank people who brought you to this new and exciting point in your life. Thank and acknowledge your dedicated teachers. They not only teach you about their individual subjects, but also lift you up to a higher standard, helping you develop your character, your value, and your ideas. This year, several faculty and staff members will be leaving the Stuyvesant family. They are Assistant Principals Mr. Wong and Ms. Ferrara. English teachers Mr. Lavon, Ms. Lakshmi, French teacher Ms. Augustin, technology teachers Ms. Gould and Mr. Cerulo, math teachers Ms. Liang, Mr. Lostall, Mr. Usuro, social studies teacher Ms. Olivi, and administrative staff members Ms. Gonlatino and Ms. Chin. We wish them well. And of course, thank your parents. What is that you owe them for all they have done for you? Believe me, no matter how old you are, you will always be their baby. I know this from my own experience. My 93-year-old mother, who lives with my family, never stops worrying about me, even if I repeatedly tell her that, Mom, I'm 50-some years old. I still have to call her when I'm running late. And to all the parents in the audience, I have good news for you. This year, I received the best Mother's Day gift from my daughter, who was a 2014 Stuyvesant graduate. It was a card mailed from college. I'd like to share a few lines with you. Thanks for being a wonderful mommy. I know I can be a terrible child sometimes. All the time, to be honest, although she never recognized that in front of me. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate all the work and the sacrifices you do make for me. Thanks for making money to pay for my tuition. I hope it's worth it in the end. We'll see. Tell Grandma Happy Mother's Day as well. And here is a good quote for her. Only the best mothers get promoted to grandmas. And the next is my absolute favorite line. Please read this card whenever you are mad at me. So moms, dads, siblings, grandparents, check your mailbox to receive your special gift. Class of 2015, I could never include in one speech all of your accomplishments, all the amazing things you do. Soon, you will all be Stuyvesant alumni. This is a title that you will have for life. This year, I attended a number of alumni reunions meeting students from the past 7 decades. The theme that was repeated throughout all of these reunions was the friendships that were made at Stuyvesant have lasted their lifetime. I'm confident that this will be your experience. The friends you have made at Stuyvesant will remain with you for a lifetime. You will share with each other all the joys that your futures hold. As I said before, you are leaving with so much more than your diploma. Well, it's just a case today. The real diploma will be given to you tomorrow. You are leaving us more mature, ready to face the future. But most importantly, you are leaving with wonderful memories and legacy. Congratulations to the class of 2015. Stay resilient, stay grateful, and stay in touch. program. Now please welcome Ms. Hall, our wonderful conductor, to the stage.
They don't have an MC to facilitate the whole process.
I think the cards, the mic.
What does the program say? Great, haha. I'm glad we have one son that is witty. They want a refund.
Is this supposed to be cars?